Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing Kayle. Yeah, that's the one. It is going to be AD Kayle in bottom lane with Sona. For the rest, I have no clue. So AD Kayle is really strong, and this is, by the way, pre-made teams. So it's not ranked teams, but it's pre-made teams. So they have 4 of them on Skype, and Ari is not on Skype but does belong to the team. So it does make it a little bit harder to gank the mid lane because, well, if you have to do things so like that. If you have to coordinate things without being on Skype, it is a lot harder than if you are on Skype. So we see everyone, but that means everyone standing over here, except for this guy. He is going to wait for his 4th health potion and going to run out. He will be in lane just about when the minions are there, so he will lose nothing. So if you're AD Kayle in this case, if you're the AD carry, you don't really have to wait around for this. You should just go in lane and yeah, either the mid laner or your support will pick up this the first few hits on this blue buff. And that should be no problem, but you are going to miss the opportunity every now and then. I mean, for now it's not a problem, but every now and then you will lose the first 1 or 2 minions, and that is just a waste. So losing 1 minion there because both of them were low, and he had turned on his Righteous Fury, making him do some splash damage. Also giving him the range to actually get the minions, but or her. Yeah, I'm going to say him because the player is a he, I'm assuming. To be honest, I don't really know. So also he asked me to mention that he has a channel. He just forgot in his email to actually mention what his YouTube channel was. But he started making videos, and I'm sure that once this video comes out, he will actually inform me what his channel is, and then I will be able to put that in the description. So if you like his play, if you want to see more, then go check that out. Also, it's always good to check out new commentators because some of them are really good. And yeah, there was nothing he could do about that. And the only thing he can do is get the skill back, and that is nicely done. So having to flash for that, but that is fine. The flash will be up by the next time he needs that. And for now, just going to push the lane a little bit. Well, not really push, I guess. Just farm the minions, and well, Kayle pushes immediately because she has splash damage. And nice, picking up that 1 minion, almost losing it, but then picking it up at the last moment. Yeah, you can actually choose to just push the lane in these cases, and I'm not sure what this Alistar is trying to do. Okay, that is what he's trying to do, because there is this dude coming in, heal is going to go off, and with these yeah, without the heal as a skill, it is really possible to lose to a gank like that. But here you can see why Sejani isn't played a whole lot. She isn't really that useful, although she probably could have slowed the kill a lot more than she did now. I don't even think she got a hit off. But yes, she needs to slow that, and she needs to permafrost it to get those ganks off. Obviously, Sejani isn't played a whole lot, and yeah, there's a reason for that. I don't know what that reason is. I'm just trying to figure that out. And just from that, from what we saw here, not getting a kill on someone who is, I don't know how much heal gives you, about 150 life. She was at about here, so that's like 200 life. Let's say it's 400 life total. Let's just call it 400 life. You should be able to gank that with 2 champions, and although they are support and jungler, you should still be able to do 400 damage to someone if you have a decent gank. And yeah, Kayle was all the way over here. Well, after the headbutt she was over here, I think, or here somewhere. They should have had that kill. Some reason, however, they did not get that. And yeah, because of that, the kill is now 1 kill ahead in this. Or no, is still at 1 and 0. Should have been at 1 and 1 now. But yeah, Kayle too strong. Kayle is really strong, by the way. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who've never seen her, because that's very possible. She isn't played a lot, but she is very, very strong. And especially if you know how to play her, if you have a decent build, as well as, yeah, just a general knowledge on what her skills can do. Not only can she play a decent support role, because she does have a heal in this one. It increases movement speed and it heals you. Well, it heals you or an ally. I guess you are your own ally, so it heals an ally. And yeah, they're going to get out, no problem. So Varus not doing the best job of harassing, even though he is ranged and Kayle typically isn't ranged. Although, well, she does have the Righteous Fury, giving her range. But still, he should be able to do a whole lot more with that. And what the hell is he trying to do there? That was completely random. So yeah, at least he is getting the minions. So I think they're about equal on minions. 36 to 26. So no, Kayle is actually ahead in minions there. Maybe because the Varus actually died in that first, or well, while getting that first kill. But yeah, 10 minions ahead means that you're about 350 gold ahead. No, sorry, 250 gold ahead. Although in the early game it's more like 200. Yeah, let's say 200 gold ahead, and that shouldn't make too big of a difference. Although it is going to make a little bit of a difference. So yeah, nice damage going off from the Sona, and then followed up there by Kayle. Kayle is a great harasser with her extra range. She can do a lot of damage. She's really good at dealing spike damage, kind of. Unfortunately, Sona overextending there a little bit. She should have realized that if Alistar is going around you, you should move over there to move away from, not straight into him. That doesn't work. You should move over there to make sure that if he headbutts you, you're going that way, not into turret range. And yeah, the Ignite, making sure that she cannot heal herself or get healed by Kayle, because they do have 2 heals in this lane, which is incredibly strong. Plus a summoner heal, making it even stronger. So yeah, I'm not sure what this Alistar is bringing here as summoner skills. Yeah, he had an exhaust, so I think he could have picked up that kill. I still wonder why they didn't get that kill on Kayle. I still think they should have been able to. And he's just trying to harass Kayle a little bit, trying to make sure that she cannot farm. But that's a hard thing to do, because Kayle is pretty strong. As I said, she has a heal, she has a slow also on her Q. She has a movement speed boost on her heal, and so on her W, and then she has the increased attack range. And she has invulnerability, which is awesome if you use it correctly, and that is where most people make the mistakes in Kayle. Most people think that Kayle should be played, or Kayle's ultimate should be used to save someone from dying. That is not the case. It is supposed to save someone from a large amount of damage. So if you have Varus against you, for example, just to take this example, once he gets the 3 stacks up, you want to, and he is going to use his skill to trigger those, then you want to use the invulnerability. You don't want to use it just before you die, because people are going to find a way to deal those last points of damage anyway. Unless really that's a way to escape, but it's not the correct way to use it. Should prevent as much damage as possible with it. Obviously the best way to use it is against AP carries, because AP carries deal a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. And oh, wow, she didn't get damaged by that at all. So hang on, let's check out the various items here. Oh, he has no damage yet. He does have 2 kills. Both of them are the Sona, of course, but still, it is pretty big that he has those 2 kills. It puts him ahead by a few hundred gold. And yeah, well, because the second kill gives you about, I don't know, 220 gold, I think. I don't know the new numbers though. But yeah, let's say about 220 gold or 250 gold. So yeah, he's about 250 gold ahead, but then again, he is behind on minions. So all in all, they will be about equal. And in an equal situation in this early game, I think Kayle has a huge advantage. Because Kayle can do much more in the early to mid game than Varus can. Varus, yeah, really needs his skills, so especially his Q or W, depending on your playstyle, to well, to do the damage. And yeah, doesn't really have any items yet, doesn't have skill levels yet, and Kayle really doesn't need those. Kayle can do the damage with the ranged attack, and is going to do a good amount of damage with those. So there is a BF sword on Varus now, and that makes that he will do a lot more damage than he did before. And they are going to try to chase Varus here, not resulting in anything, I'm afraid, but they are going to be able to move away from it again. So yeah, the lane resetting a little bit. They're both back in mid lane, or no, in the middle of the lane, both of the well, waves. And yeah, all champions are pretty high health, so we kind of can start again with doing some harass. I'm not sure what Alistar keeps doing. He keeps running away. He is going to get under-leveled if he keeps doing that. I'm not sure if he's 8. Yeah, he's 8, because Varus has been out of the lane quite a lot. And yeah, so currently he is over-leveling the Varus. Maybe that's why he's... Well, no. I'm not going to say that he's being smart and giving the extra experience to Varus, because that is not what he's doing here. He does not grab that concept. Otherwise he would play a much higher ELO. No, he would play... I'm not sure what ELO this is, but he would play a lot better strategies. As if he grabs that concept, then he would play a lot better as Alistar. He wouldn't be bottom lane for one. He would have been roaming, because Alistar really doesn't need to be here. Varus is in no danger against Kayle unless he makes a mistake, and then yeah, obviously Alistar can save him. But if Alistar was actually good, he would help out mid lane. He would go gank mid lane, or even top lane, because there is no reason for him to be level 8 when Varus is level 9. He needs to be level 3, and from there on out he can do whatever he wants. Well, actually level 2 he can do whatever he wants. We are going to see some damage going down on Katarina here, but they are not going to manage to pick her off. Unfortunately, the ultimate from Nocturne not getting anything, not even jumping to someone. So that was a big mistake. He should have jumped on Katarina, obviously. And top lane does get a kill, even though he's getting ganked, it seems. Yeah. So he did get ganked, but he did get a kill back in return. It's not a good trade for Cannon in this case, because it's an unassisted kill for an assisted kill. And in general, those are not a good idea, because you give away more money than you actually make. The only exceptions are if you can... well, the only exception is if you can get killing spree. So if someone is on a hefty killing spree and give you 600 gold, because of that, then it might be worth it, but in general, not so much. So, to take the example of Kayle's ultimate once again. So once this Katarina ultis, she needs to use her ultimate. Not when after the ulti, when you're left with like 100 HP, because you can prevent something like 1,000 hit points from going down by blocking the ultimate, and you cannot prevent those 1,000. Well, no, let's put it the other way. You have a much better chance of getting out if you're at 1,000 HP higher than you would have if you were invulnerable for 2 seconds. And I hope everyone grasps that concept, because it's very easy to understand, I think. So yeah, maximizing your chances to get out is to prevent the largest amount of damage dealt. That way you have more HP left when the ulti, in the end. Because whether you so for example, if you're running from here to there and it takes 4 seconds, so whether you take the 2 seconds of invulnerability here or there, that doesn't matter. It's still 2 seconds, it's still the same amount of distance. The difference is the amount of HP you lose in that time. So yeah, and that's it. I'm going to stop talking about the ultimate now. We haven't seen her use it yet, so we will see whether she uses it correctly or not. There are of course plenty of reasons not to use it in that way, but in general it is a good idea to use it like that. Well, not only in general, it is just the best idea to use it like that. Preventing turret shots and such are really important in that. So who are they going to go for? Because they have to make a choice. They are going to go for Kayle here, and yeah, she didn't use her... Oh, she did use her ultimate. I didn't see it at all, so I'm not sure where she used it. Sorry, having a little bit of hiccups here. So it's a 90-second cooldown, so she did use it in that fight. I'm just not sure when. But yeah, they need to have a ward out over here, so they can, or maybe over here, because they have one on Dragon. The best places to ward, by the way, are either here or here. So that's this side, you can choose between those. And then here. Because that way you can see if someone goes for Dragon, but you also get a really early warning if there's a gank incoming. And with this ward you see nothing. You see the Dragon, but that's it. You know that the Dragon is there. But that's not a real problem. I mean, why would you need to see that? You need to see the ganks coming in, and the ganks are going to come in through this bush, or through this side, or through this side. One of the three. They're never going to come in through the river unless someone was already in mid lane. Because, well, you're not going to run out of the jungle here, then go all the way down and then go gank over here. No, you're not going to do that. That's a very inefficient way to move, and yeah, people will go from their red buff immediately to gank, for example. And you need to spot that path and not the other ones. So Arya is going to grab her blue here if everything goes well. And she needs to move. Yeah, so Nocturne was already done with this a long time ago, but she does grab it, so good job on Nocturne. But they do lose a turret for that. So yeah, we're going to just continue on with this bottom lane. Not a whole lot has happened here since the first few kills, and well, no, since that that last gank, I guess. That last gank was pretty well coordinated, making me think that the enemy team is on Skype as well. Or whatever, I mean, I call it Skype, but it might be TeamSpeak or Mumble or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's all the same to me. It's some kind of TeamSpeak. No, voice chat. Let's call it voice chat. And voice chat makes it a lot easier to actually, well, handle ganks and such in your game. And Sona completely overextending there, and it's a wonder that she didn't die there. And yeah, now the ultimate needs to come out if this guy ults, but she's not. Yeah, she is going to do that now. No, still no ultimate. There goes the ultimate, and yeah, she needed that to save herself now. But yeah, as I said, people are always going to find that way to deal those last few points of damage. And they're going to get a double kill here, but they are going to pick up that last kill. Katarina picking that up, picking off the Ahri, but Ahri picking off the Katarina. And yeah, good for them. I think that was an ignite because she was long dead. Does she have an ignite? Yes, she does. So that is probably the ignite going down there. So the enemy team is at Dragon, and Cannon is going to punish them for doing Dragon by taking out the top turrets. So yeah, this AD carry coming in here, and is he going to be able to do anything against Cannon? We will never know. By the way, for those of you who didn't know yet, I put out a video on it, but I can imagine that you missed that. The LoL replay system now has the ability to use the spectator mode to record, and please do that. Please enable that. Go to the options, enable the spectator mode, because it makes it so much easier for me. For example, I would be able to follow this fight. I would be able to see where all of the minions are, the champions are, because it seems that we know that, but we really don't. And this amount of HP isn't necessarily the amount of HP he is at. So please turn that on, because yeah, it helps me so much. It will be like 100 times better by just having all of these things on. And I really hope that people will start turning that on. And yeah, if you have turned it on, please put it in the title of your email. So you have to note the champion and the game mode anyway. So for example, in this case it's AD Kayle, Summoner's Rift or SR, that's good enough too. 5v5 is good enough, as long as it's if it's Dominion, then someone will write Dominion, but 5v5 is still this map in my book. So, and then yeah, put something like spec or something in there, or spectator mode on, or spec on, or whatever. Something that makes me able to just pick those replays out, or see immediately that I have the possibility to cast all of the lanes, even though yeah, we're still going to focus on the lane we're at, but especially for AD carries, that was an excellent ultimate. Unfortunately, she still gets killed because she couldn't get out with all of the CC, but that was an excellent ultimate right at the moment that it was needed. Anyhow, yeah, I'm going to probably prioritize those kind of replays within like a month, because by then everyone will have the opportunity. I'm going to try to mention it in more than one cast, but I tend to forget those things. And yeah, I hope that people will start turning it on, because I prioritize those replays. And oh wow, she gets a kill back for that. Or sorry, Cannon gets a kill back for that. That is amazing. That was a 4-man gank, and they're going to lose mid-turret for that. So Ahri, good job of just hammering away at this turret, because she knows that everyone is top, and she's going to have to back off here. The turret seems to be at 1300 health still, which is a lot. I mean, it's still half health. So the enemies don't really need to worry about that. And Kayle is going to steal this blue buff here from Ahri. Ari who, yeah, didn't really come for that. She should have went for that blue buff and didn't really do that. And are they going to pick off this guy? Yes, they are. Come on. Nicely done. So we are at 2 and 3 now. Hopefully we can now show how strong this AD build is. Because AD kill is really strong, trust me. The heal, the slow, the movement speed boost, it all helps. Plus the fact that you have a ranged skill makes you kind of a ranged carry anyway. She's also really good in top lane and she can jungle. She's not so good in mid lane, I think. She doesn't really do well against most of the AP carries. Ultimate! No, that's way too late! Okay, that was a classic example of how not to use the ultimate. Because you saw that she lost like, I don't know, she has 1700 life. I think she lost like 1200 life there in half a second. And that was because Katarina used her ultimate. She used the shampoo and she used the bouncing blade. All of that was in one go. And if she prevented that damage, those 1800 damage would have been reduced to about 800 damage. So, yeah, she would have been in this spot where she died. So when the ultimate stopped, she died immediately after the ultimate stopped. So she would be in about the same place, but with about 1200 life, because she still had like 200 life then, and the 1000 life she prevented. So, yeah, you would have 1200 life to cover this little bit. And that should be enough, because especially if Katarina already used her ultimate, and yeah, all of the others used their ultimates as well, I think it should have worked. And even if it doesn't work, it's still a better, it gives you a better chance to get out. Because it's not all about, well, security. You don't, well, the invulnerability doesn't save you because it's only 2 seconds. 2.5 seconds, sorry. Because it's only 2.5 seconds, it's not going to save you every time, but you want to make sure that you utilize it in such a way that the chances of getting out are the highest, so you get the best chance to live and to escape a gank. It's the same reason as, well, flashing before or after someone uses a skill. If you use flash before they use a skill, they may never get the chance to use that skill, and especially with something like a stun, that can be really advantageous to you, because flashing while not getting stunned is way better than getting stunned, taking a lot of damage and then flashing out, because, well, it's just the way it is. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Oh yeah, right, I was going to stop about the ultimate, but it's really the most important error that people make in Kayle, and anyway, yeah, that makes her such a difficult champion to play. Because she seems really easy, but she really isn't. Anyhow, they're going to now just, well, keep farming. It seems that that's the plan of the game. And I'm going to have to see how much time is left. So we're going to fast forward a little bit because we're only halfway through this game. And we are still farming. Which is, by the way, a good thing, because she has her Infinity Edge but not her Zeal. And you need Infinity Edge plus Zeal before you actually leave the lane for a longer amount of time. So we are going to pick up this dragon here. So the first dragon went to the enemy team. And yeah, they did get it this time. So the ultimate from Sejani going down, but not really getting anything done. And she is going to save herself with the ultimate this time. Yeah, the ultimate once again not preventing any damage. Could have been used way better over here. Wow, why didn't he finish that? My god, just hit Q and finish it. Well, I guess Kayle will be very happy now. But that was a sure kill on her. Yeah. They grab a dragon and they lose Sona for it, but Sona's 0 and 4, so she is not worth a whole lot of gold. It's definitely under 200. So yeah, they grab about 1,000 and they lose about 200. That's cool. That's a good trade. So yeah, Kayle waiting in the bush here for this minion wave and is going to easily own that dude. Yeah, Varus not really tanky, obviously. He was all alone, and Kayle is now going to just demolish this minion wave with her righteous fury, which is of course very righteous. And we currently are at 5-3-5-2. So the heal is obviously the last one to maximize, because you are a carry here. And a carry doesn't really need the heal. Well, she does need to heal every now and then, but she cannot really afford to go heal on her skills, because she has to maximize the other skills to get the kills, to get the damage done. It is really as easy as that. So we are going mid lane here. Obviously with Infinity Edge and Zeal completed, even has the Cloak of Agility. But with those two items completed, she can actually, well, just either push the lane into the turret or just leave the lane entirely, trying to get some damage done in other lanes. Because now she has the extra movement speed, she has the extra attack speed and huge attack damage here, and all in all that is just the combination you need to make sure that you can defend your lane when it's needed, but in this case go and catch the enemies off guard. So an excellent ultimate from Suzani. It's just not a very long stun, but it does provide a slow, so I guess that's good. And are they going to be able to do anything? Yeah, the cannon coming in, using his hourglass there, which is kind of strange because he needed to follow the enemies. And fortunately Kayle picks off both of the enemies that got out of the ultimate immediately, and Cannon finishing it off. So they are now 16-15, which is excellent because they've been behind for I think all of the game. And this team fight changes that, because this was a 5-for-1 trade. Yeah, there was definitely Cannons doing well, as well as Kayle's chasing there. But Cannon coming in with his ultimate when everyone was low health really finished everyone off. And the two guys running away, as I said, were chased by Kayle, which was made possible by the fact that she has a Zeal. Obviously the level 2 boots do help in that, but yeah, you always have level 2 boots, so that's kind of pointless to mention that as an item. But yeah, the movement speed boost from the Divine Blessing might also help there. I'm not sure if she used that, but it is definitely something that you can use if you're chasing an enemy. And she is now going to clean this up with the help of Ahri. And they are going to jungle. Well, not they, but yeah, Kayle just picking up this extra bit of experience, extra bit of gold. It's always a good idea if your jungler is no longer really jungling. And yeah, obviously you don't want to rely too much on getting that, and you don't want to outposition yourself, so misposition yourself on the map. For example, this cannon is now doing these two golems with the rest of the team over here. So if the enemy team pushes in now, there's no way he is going to be in the mid lane for that fight. So the same goes for this Sona, who's now picking up these few minions, which has no vision over here anywhere. So the enemy team could be coming up behind her and killing her, but the enemy team instead decides to make use of the fact that they have no wards on the map and just grab the Baron. So, yeah, everyone is going back instead of defending. That's kind of surprising. And we are going to see a pickup of some items, I guess. Phantom Dancer has been completed. And nobody is defending this tower. What? What? Yeah, that's because everyone just recalled. That is kinda strange. It's a strange tactic. You don't have to give up a turret that easily. Because now they have to hold off this turret, and it's not going to be any easier than holding off the other turret. Nice, slow, and nice damage going off there on the Q. Yeah, the Q scaling with both AP and AD, and it is just, yeah, it's a great skill to have. I mean, it is a slow as well as a huge amount of damage, and especially if you have armor penetration. Is that true? No, it's magic damage. Magic penetration. Then it will do a whole lot. So this is also magic damage, so she does need magic penetration instead of armor penetration. She has armor penetration. I would have gotten armor penetration as well, because I didn't know. But if you look at the skills, this one does magic damage. And this one is a heal, so it doesn't matter. This is magic damage, and this is a invulnerability, so that doesn't matter. So all she does is magic damage. Well, except for the real basic attack, so without the Righteous Fury. And then she does attack damage. Oh no, physical damage, sorry. But even with the Righteous Fury she does... well, she still does, I guess, the 230... Yeah, that's still physical damage. And the 60 extra is... yeah, that's magic damage, so never mind. She does do physical damage as well. And they are going to just focus down whatever they can reach. And nope, nothing happening here. The enemy team is not going to push into 3 enemies for some reason. Well, 3 of our team. But yeah, now 5 are our team. And let's go. So I'm not sure what the enemy is planning to do. They are going to push middle lane again. And the middle lane, yeah, that isn't really the place to be at the moment. Come on. Oh, not everyone was gathered up in the same place. They kind of grouped in 2 places and therefore couldn't get the gank off on anyone. And both of the enemy champions just strolling through the jungle, getting back, no problem. So what's next? What's next? Yeah, not a whole lot happening here. Both teams kind of walking around a little bit, trying to farm all 3 lanes without getting too much damage on them. And yeah, the enemy team is not going to go. Yeah, they're going to go for this though. Nice. The enemy team not showing up, but could have very well been showing up there. And they would have had a slight advantage. But yeah, we're going to fast forward a little bit. And because we're running around a little bit too much, there's no real action going on. And we're going to go back, get a frozen mallet, which is an excellent item on any AD carry. Because it provides, yeah, it provides slow, it provides extra health. And yeah, it's just a great item to have. So, team fight coming in. Cannon completely out of position with his ultimate, and is going to grab quite a bit of damage there on the enemies for some reason. Because they for some reason did, well, well, did run into his ultimate eventually. And are they going to catch this last guy? No, no, run over here. Yeah, come on, Cannon, you can do it. She's going through the lane. Yeah, she's over here. So nicely cut off that retreat path. Is there... Oh my god, Ari, really? Really? You had that kill, man. Benchesville, what's up? So, no. Oh man, Ari, dude. So they grabbed the Baron, sure, but they could have gone the kill and the Baron easily. Yeah, that was... Ari was coming up over here, and then when she saw the cannon battle over here, she went all the way there, or just through here, and went to grab the Baron, which is, yeah, kind of a waste, because Sejanni had an Oracles. That's 400 gold you're going to waste on an enemy. That is huge, and especially on someone like the jungler, who wants to get all these nice items. If you can let them waste 400 gold, or rather take away 400 gold from them, that is a big deal. Those are a lot of minions. I mean, Oracles is like 20 minions, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but yeah, I mean, look at her minions. Hang on. So that would be 10%, well, 9% of her minions. That's a big deal. Anyhow, yeah, the minion scores on both teams are pretty high, but that's because we're already 44 minutes in. We are going to fast forward a little bit again, because, well, we are standing around a little bit too much. And yeah, even now with the Baron buff, they're a little indecisive on what to do. They should just grab a lane, like this bottom lane, push the turret, and if the enemy comes, kill the enemy. Because there's nothing else to do on the map. Well, their red buff is up, but the enemy team doesn't know that. So what they need to do is just group up, choose one lane, push that lane. Preferably one with outer turrets. So with turrets other than the inhibitor turrets. And if you're really stuck in a game, so if you really cannot get through to the inhibitor turrets, then you push two lanes at the same time and you see what the enemy does. So you push one lane with your AD carry and one lane without your AD carry, so with the other four. And you see what they do. And maybe they will go for the AD carry and they will maybe even get the kill on them, but then you can take out the turrets. On the other hand, if they don't go for your AD carry, then the AD carry is going to take out the turret, no problem. So yeah, Alistar finally running into them, and he is going to get focused quite a bit here. And they cannot get that kill. Finally they do get that kill. Cannon, a beautiful ultimate, doing a lot of damage there. And once again Sejanni is going to get out. No, she's getting focused this time, finally. We're finally in a stage where we can say, yeah, now it is going to end. There we go, Cannon grabbing another kill, and this dude should die as well. He's going to run all the way around and then go, yeah, either to his base here, taunt, come on, taunt. Oh, misses the taunt. And yeah, he's going to get in his base, and they should just, one of them should chase him, and the rest should just focus this turret, exactly what they do. Excellent play. This is what you need to do. You need to make sure that he doesn't do anything, so that he doesn't disrupt you. And they do grab it. This turret, this inhibitor, and Cannon is now going to grab this minion wave, making sure that, well, these minions will eventually start pushing, because there's a minion wave missing, and that means that the blue minions will have one minion wave up on the red minions. The red minions being the blue minions. No, these are actually the blue minions and this is the blue team, so it's kind of strange, but yeah, well, You get the point, I'm assuming. It's not that difficult. Anyhow, yeah, I get a lot of comments saying that I refer to the teams wrong or whatever, because this is the purple team, this is the blue team, and I refer to this as the blue team, blah blah blah, who cares? You get the point. If it's blue on the minimap, if it has blue health bars, then it's the blue team. Get over it. And yes, if you want to change your own game client to these nice blue and red values, you can go to video options, I think. Let me see. Video, and there's colorblind mode over here. You check the box and you hit OK, and then you have colorblind mode on, which is this, what you have here. So no red and green, but blue and red. So they are going to grab another Baron here, this time without losing a kill for it. And the enemy team, I thought they were going to come in. Wow, 3 Banshees Veils on the enemy team, really? Really? Well, there's a lot of magic damage on this team, I guess. Cannon doing a lot of damage with his 9 kills. Nocturne is pure physical though. Ahri, yeah, doing no damage because she only has 2 kills and 190 minions. Versus the Cannon who has 350. So anyhow, we're going into this fight. So yeah, Ahri not really a factor in this game, unfortunately. And Kayle getting killed in this fight. Oh, what the hell is happening here? Everyone getting killed. No, keep fighting, you're dead. Yeah, he was dead anyway. So might as well go out. So 3 of them. 2 of them still alive, Sona and Ahri. The 2 you least want to survive that. But anyhow, the enemy team is now going to be able to push this. They don't have Varus, that makes a big difference in how fast they can kill the turrets. But they still have Olaf, who is very good at taking down turrets. And I guess Alistar, who can take down turrets. But yeah, for the rest, not a whole lot of pushing power. I mean, Olaf has the pushing power, but for the rest, no, not too much to be afraid of. They do have a lot of HP, so they are not going to be afraid of some turret aggro. And yeah, they trade 1-for-1 turret, because this turret actually went down, because nobody is defending it. And this is because Cannon took out that 1 minion wave, plus, of course, they destroyed this inhibitor. But with the enemy inhibitor, or their inhibitor destroyed now, the minions are going to be equal again. So nothing is going to happen, but this inhibitor might actually go down. And Cannon buying oracles. Meaning that, yeah, he is investing 400 gold in removing wards when they, for example, have no wards on the map. So how many wards are the enemy going to have? I mean, this Alistar has had a ward in his inventory since the beginning of the game. So, not actually sure about that. I mean, it's 400 gold and it is a lot. You have to make sure that it's actually going to be worth it. I mean, did they really spot you at Baron, or did they just guess that you were doing Baron? And there's a big difference in that, obviously. So grabbing the red buff here, enemy red buff is also up. So they might also grab that one. And they do get a dragon for the trouble. And are now going to go do the red buff. And hopefully, come on, get some work done. Don't go back. There's no reason. There's no reason to go back. You have all the items you need. Yeah, and Guardian Angel now, Black Cleaver, all the kinds of nice items. And yeah, so they did get a second inhibitor, but this first inhibitor is up again. So they need to grab that. Again, need to kill it. And since they are way ahead in kills, they're 8 kills ahead, they're 1 Baron ahead, and a couple of dragons. I think they have 3 dragons versus the enemy's 1. something like that. So yeah, all in all, they are well ahead in golds, and they should be able to just push this inhibitor and get that. Although Kayle would be much better in the bottom lane at this point, because the enemy is trying to hold this off, but they're not going to manage that if they have to split up. And yeah, the range on Kayle, nice enough to take down that inhibitor, so that the enemy needs to engage, otherwise they're going to lose the inhibitor. But it is not wise for them to engage. They should have defended at their Nexus turrets. And she is going to die, and the other star actually dying. So excellent, excellent. They do take out another turret. This Nexus turrets go down, the Nexus will go down, and no problem in the end. So yeah, it was a kind of hard fought game. Wasn't really an easy victory, but well played. And you can see Kayle is a very valid choice in the bottom lane, although she could have died a couple more times if the enemies were a little bit better. But well played, and I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.